about a new drone. Maybe you guys have heard of it. I mean, you can go buy it today. You can go buy it today. But the Army has contracted out this new drone to use in combat, in battle. And it's a smart drone. It's a smart drone with AI, machine learning, computer vision, all this stuff. So let's check this out. We're talking about none other than the SKYDIO. Do you guys know about the SKYDIO? They had the SKYDIO X1. They had the SKYDIO X2. And now they have the SKYDIO XD2. And the SKYDIO is poised to supply the first tranche of short-range recon drones to the U.S. Army. So out of defense news here, the U.S. Army has chosen California-based drone manufacturer SKYDIO to continue in a final prototyping phase, which should lead to the company supplying the first tranche of short-range reconnaissance unmanned aircraft systems. The short-range reconnaissance system is a platoon-level, small quadcopter unmanned aircraft that will provide enhanced situational awareness, a spin-off from the Army's earlier efforts to develop a rucksack portable UAS. I actually know a lot about this. The SKYDIO X2D SSR system was one of the 6 SRR prototypes the Army was evaluating against its program requirements. In a competitive down select, the service chose 2 systems to enter a limited user test conducted by the Army Test and Evaluation Command. Based on data from this test, limited user test event, and previous milestone evaluations, the Army selected the SKYDIO system to remain in the prototyping phase. What a payday. Let's just talk about, just for a second, the payday that SKYDIO just got. I bet they're talking hundreds of millions of dollars now. I bet SKYDIO is looking at probably making 100 mil off this. No problem. So the service will now evaluate SKYDIO's final prototype in early April. Once the follow-on evaluation has been completed successfully, the Army's Program Office for UAS will request approval from the Program Executive Office Aviation to enter into production with the SKYDIO system for the first batch of systems. If approved for production, the Army will begin fielding within 90 days. And this event is expected to start this summer. The overall acquisition strategy for the SSR is to conduct a series of 3 competitive tranches. The first will be fielded to approximately 1/3 of the Army's SRR requirement. We are proud to have been selected by the U.S. Army for the final integration in the SRR program. Adam Bry, SKYDIO CEO, said in a February 9th statement, the Army has done incredible work to ensure soldiers have access to cutting-edge drone technology. This milestone is a result of years of research and development in autonomous flight and core technologies. It is a testament to the breakthrough capabilities of the SKYDIO X2D and our world-class team. So the SKYDIO X2D comes with world-leading AI-driven flight autonomy software. And the thing about SKYDIO drones is they have this machine vision thing where they can basically track a subject, predict where it's going to go, predict where it's going to move if it goes behind something, including it, and it also is almost uncrashable. It is known as being like this super intelligent, autonomous flight drone that can almost not ever be crashed. The pilot has to do very little to track anything, which is great. The less the pilot has to do, the better. It is fast. It has long loiter time of up to over 30 minutes and a range of 3 kilometers. So this could be a great tool to launch out of a Humvee because you can just put it up through a turret and just launch it handheld. And I have a video coming up to show you guys too. So in August 2020, the Pentagon's Defense Innovation Unit chose 5 American manufactured drone companies as trusted small UAS. Those are Altavian, Parrot, SKYDIO, Teal, and Vantage Robotics. If you guys own stock in any of those, you're good to go. The drones available to the Pentagon through the program are required to be assembled in 2 minutes or less and have an operational range of more than 3 kilometers, flight endurance greater than 30 minutes, and can fly through dust and rain and other degraded environments. So this is the SKYDIO X2D drone. It is maybe going to be the next battlefield drone that you see. It's like some future warfare, modern warfare stuff. We're going to react to the 45-second commercial for the X2D fielded by the Army and see if this looks like it's going to revolutionize the battle space. Okay, hold on one second. Can we just talk about what does this have to do with anything? 20-year Navy SEAL Chuck McGraw. What is the context of that? I like how people just throw Navy SEAL around and like assume that that is gonna give this thing so much credibility just by putting career Navy SEAL in there. That now people are gonna think that this is the end all be all. Is that the message here? Let me know what you guys think about that in the chat. Let's restart the video. Ready for duty. 11/18. I wonder when this came out. So, all right, let's break this down piece by piece here. Let's break this down piece by piece. We've got, right here, we see a soldier from the airborne launching this drone here. And if you look, the propellers are on the bottom. Do you see that? Do you guys see that the propellers on the front here are on the bottom? So I wonder when this thing lands, does it land on the battery here? So obviously this thing on the bottom is a battery, and it must, like, that has to be the battery, right? Has to be the battery. So it would land on the battery and take off in this guy's hand. He's launching it up. He's got the controller in his hand, I can see here. So he launches this thing up. And interestingly, you can actually go buy this. You can go buy the SKYDIO XD2 today. It is a consumer drone and have a lot of the same autopilot, autonomous flight technology that these guys are using here in this video. So this thing takes off. The rear propellers are on the top. The forward propellers on the bottom. There looks like there's an antenna on the top. There's an antenna on the top. 20-year Navy SEAL Chuck McGraw, which I don't understand the context of that. He's showing these guys. They're out there with their side-by-side. So obviously what they're saying is that you can put this thing in an LTA TV and roll pretty lightweight and pretty slick and have some kind of personal convoy support there, some ISR for your convoy. I'm not going to talk about how short this guy is, but you guys can let me know what you think about that in the chat. Let's see. They pull back. I don't know who these guys are. Are these like actual soldiers? Are these role players? What do you guys think? Are these commercial actors? Showcasing a revolution in ISR, intelligence, surveillance, reconnaissance. They have a couple close, cool cinematic shots of the sensor and the drone here, which, let's see, it's got some rear antennas. It's got some position lights. It's got a camera on the front. We can get a little bit better view of it there in a real-world training environment. Is this drone footage from the drone, I wonder? Flying through the city. All right, what do we got going on here? So this must be Chuck from SKYDIO. He's working with SKYDIO. Oh, man, he's balling out of control. He's their liaison. I understand what's happening now. SKYDIO hired a retired Navy SEAL to sell this product back to the DoD, and it's working like a charm. That's what's happening. Okay, cool. Got it. Totally understand. So he's showing people there how to use to pre-flight it. Let's see. They're launching 2. Notice they're launching 2. And then they've got some drone footage of what's going on here. They're doing some convoy stuff, convoy ops. All right, I thought that scene was pretty cool. So right here, you've got people stacked up on the door. If you look here on the right, just for a split second, you can see the pilot over here. So the pilot over here is standing right behind the rear security and flying the drone in, because I think what they're showing later is you can use this thing to go clear a house. So the drone can fly autonomously through a house. Let's see, it flies at night. So we've got some low light video here, but I would turn those strobes off. If you want to fly this thing at night, I would definitely turn those strobes off. It has IR video. So this shot is of IR video. So what we have here, folks, on the right side of your screen, this looks like your typical Afghani farmer going out to poop. And here comes the assault force on the left side of the building. And what the drone pilot would be telling them is, hey, you've got a pooper on the right side of the building there, on the north end of the building. Look out for the pooper. Clear the pooper. We've got the drone flying through some battle damaged space and then providing a 3D map of it, I think is what we're seeing here. So they're saying that this thing can fly through a damaged building and then provide you a 3D map of it, which is really cool. We only get to see this for a split second, but if that's what this is, that is really cool. Some 3D projection mapping. It's showing you, this is like a heat map of what the drone sees, kind of where it's looking out for things to not crash into. So I think that that's pretty cool too, that it has this, if you look up the SKYDIO drones, like computer vision technology, that's really amazing. Really amazing stuff. Then when the mission's over, with your 30 minutes of flight time and your 3 kilometers of range, you can land it back in your hand right where you launched it from, shut it down, and throw it back in the rucksack. Change the battery and throw it back in the rucksack. The X2D, folks, is ready for duty. And And if you guys want to know more, you can head to SKYDIO.com and check that out. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Is that cool? Is that something that we need? Is that something you would carry around in your rucksack to go provide yourself some ISR with? Somebody in the chat said just shoot it with a shotgun. You could definitely do that. That thing would not last long flying through a house full of combatants. That is for sure. Someone's going to chop their fingers off, Dave says. I hope not, but probably. I mean, I've seen stuff like that happen. What's up, guys? Thanks for watching that clip from our live show. We're live right here on YouTube, Sunday through Thursday, 1800 Pacific Standard Time. If you want, come on by, join the chat. I'd love to hear from you. If you like that video and you want to see more, consider checking out this video right here or subscribing to the channel with this button right here. I look forward to talking to you really soon. I'm out for now.